What's up, ladies and gents? This is K-Sig Kid, coming at you with another Destiny video. We've got so much House of Wolves stuff to show, but we can only show one, so I'm going with the Nightfall, some tips and tricks for how to take down Taniks in the Shadow Thief strike. Now, most of this is a pretty straightforward strike, staying back, but here's one of the few different areas, and it's where Taniks shows up and he starts shooting you with a Scorch Cannon. You basically want to take care of his health, get him down a little bit, and then he's going to become immune and teleport away. That's your cue to go ahead and run up. But be careful, because even though he's immune, he's not going to stop shooting. He's still going to shoot at you, which is what took down one of our group members, but we went ahead and revived him, and just go ahead and stay safe. The next area is, again, staying back in the room. Down here where we're at, though, is the Walker, and stay in this corner. This left corner is going to be your friend. You're pretty much immune from the Walker's big, huge rocket laser blast, and that's what you want the most. Now, whenever we did it, we made sure to only let one person go ahead and peek out and shoot at the Walker with a patience and time, because it was arc burn. Down this corridor, you're going to want to make sure to take care of the major fallen enemy whenever he pops out, and you're just going to get rid of all of these enemies before actually shooting at the Walker. Now, Bulldog was our primary damage dealer with the patience and time, and he was absolutely wrecking the Walker. After he got it to a knee the first time, these Shanks, these new Thunder Shanks come out, and they've got their electric explosion, and it hurts a whole bunch. So I made sure to take care of them. They were priority number one, and after that, it's mainly just helping Nugs out with the corridor that's to the left of me, right down here, because these enemies keep kind of coming in, and it's just best to help him out. The corridor down opposite where Bulldog was shooting was pretty safe. After you take care of the Walker, you run down here, and it's Taniks. He's coming in again. So despite the surprise, you only have to take down his health again just a little bit. You can stay safe, just jump in, do some pot shots. Some of those Fatebringer explosions are going ahead and hitting him. He's going to teleport away and become immune, just like he has in the other bits. And whenever you go down to actually fight him, he will only have the remaining health that was left from him from these other areas. Now, what I'm going to do right here is show you two different ways for taking care of Taniks. Now, this particular clip is from my very first Nightfall in the House of Wolves. I ran it after I came home from work with my buddy Chadley and one of his friends. I didn't know anything about the strike, absolutely nothing, so I was doing this all completely blind. In fact, my sidearm isn't even fully leveled. I don't even know if it has any experience on it at all, but it was so cool I brought it in anyway. So I'm just kind of learning, and this was a strategy that they mentioned. And it obviously worked. We took down the Nightfall, but I just want to show you that there are two potential different ways to go ahead and do this. This way is staying back in the first area and taking care of anything that comes into this corridor, and you've got to do it quick. Obviously, that Titan Bubble helps out a lot, because it's a blind bubble, and there's Brawler, which is a new boost for Nightfalls and for the Guardians in general that deals massive damage to things. So if something comes in the blind bubble, gets blind, run in, give it a punch, give it another punch, there it is, dead. And that is really nice. I mean, you can't beat that. Plus, if you're staying safe like this, there's room to revive your teammates. If they kind of spread out and leave the area, that's bad, because, yeah, that's pretty bad. Now, obviously, sometimes things are just going to come just a bit too crazy, and you're going to have to do something like that panic slam I did right there. You don't want to get overrun, and that is just the one worry that I have with this strategy. Make sure you guys are on point and communicating to make sure you're taking care of things. Obviously, that guy in here was bad news. I had a little bit, just a little bit of overkill in shooting him with a Yellowhorn right there. But it did the trick. You don't want to wipe. That's key number one. And the other thing is, whenever you've taken care of the enemies, kind of reach out and do pot shots on Taniks. It's really not all that bad. This took roughly 3 minutes to do with this strategy. Again, it's a bit safer as far as being cautious. The other way I'm going to show you is basically balls to the wall. You get one shot, you better make it. And you can see his health is going down real well. It's arc burn, and, you know, I'm shooting Yellowhorn at him, which is solar, so we're still doing fine. And wow, look at that. Look at that Brawler. That was a major enemy coming through the shield, and I just destroyed him with a punch. Honestly, this Titan Bubble has been pretty important, and I'm wondering if that's a key to the strategy or not. I haven't done it enough to know, but yeah, that's been pretty big. And right here, Taniks doesn't have any health left, and I was just like, hey, can you walk into the bubble? Because the last thing I want to do is shoot you in the back of the head and kill me. But he did, and we ended up winning. So it wasn't that bad. This was my first Nightfall. Obviously, you saw my Grimoire scores. Now, for my final 2 Nightfalls, I ran with Bulldog and Nugs, and we did a rushdown strategy, and this is definitely different. Instead of sitting back and waiting, we went balls to the wall, shooting Taniks with everything we had. They were shooting out anything that was arc related. I was going ahead and shooting out the Yalahorn. There was no time to waste. Here we got a little bit lucky because after Nugs went down, I started shooting off my Yalahorns and Taniks turned and focused at me, so he didn't shoot at Bulldog running over to revive him. Now the Taniks teleported back. Again, we don't even waste any time. We just go ahead and shoot down this way. I'm out of rockets, so I go in to pop my heavy ammo, but I see that he's already dead. So this was roughly a third of the time of the safe method, but you've got to be pretty quick on the trigger to do it, and you can't hesitate, not at all. So it's up to you, Guardians, to decide which way is the best for you and your team. Anyway, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, smack that like button, subscribe to the channel to keep updated on daily Destiny content, check out these awesome videos, good luck with your raids, your drops, your House of Wolves, and I'll see you around in Destiny. Taniks.